Hello and welcome to ET Garage. Today's video is going to be about a bridge that should be underwater. Alright, I'm Eugene Torto, this is ET Garage. Today's video is going to be about a bridge which is way down there. It was built in 1808. I ain't going to go into the history of it. I'm not a historian, but that bridge was built in 1808, and it was part of the first federally funded highway in the U.S. back in, I think, late 1700s, early 1800s. That highway was never completed. I think it went from Maryland to Illinois. I'm not a historian. I'm not going to go into the details. But that bridge normally these days is underwater because at some time in history they built US 40, which runs all the way across the US, and that replaced this highway here, federal highway or whatever it's called. Like I said, I'm not a historian, and that bridge was built back in 1808, I believe it was. If I'm wrong or anyone wants to fill in the comments any details, go right ahead. But normally, at some point, they built US 40. I'm guessing they made a reservoir here, turned this valley into a reservoir, and that bridge ended up underwater. Now, there's a lot of visitors here. There's been a lot of visitors here because starting today and tomorrow, and the next couple of days, we're finally going to get some rain, and we're in a severe drought right now. We need the rain, and I don't think that's going to be enough to fill this reservoir in. We're going to need a lot of rain to fill this reservoir in, but this might be the last time or last chance that I ever get to see that bridge. So I'm going to head down to that bridge. Alright, there's the bridge down there, and you can see this bunch of people around here and photographers. And here's the old road that used to be here. That must have been here, I imagine, before they built US 40. And we'll go down and take a look at this old bridge, because this is definitely old. Now, it's a sign saying restricted. I guess they don't want you on the bridge. It's been underwater. I think the last time it was visible was 20 years ago. I'll try and leave the info up here. If not, and you know more than I do, please leave comments down below. But it's definitely something to see. It's definitely one old bridge. Let's see what little water's running under there. And tomorrow and Thursday, and I think, well, yeah, tomorrow, which is Thursday, Friday, we're supposed to get some pretty good rain. So I don't know how fast this would fill up, but it's going to take a lot more rain than that. If you look over there underneath I-40, I don't know if you can see it, you can see old piers. I don't know if that's from an old, well, not I-40, US 40. If that's from an old US 40 bridge, or that was a railroad trestle. They look more like a railroad trestle, but I honestly don't know. And unfortunately it's restricted, but hopefully you guys can see how old this structure is. And would have been interesting to travel this road back in the day before they built US 40. And so that's supposed to be like an old town that was, of course, like with many reservoirs, end up with underwater. And there's actually an old sidewalk here too that must have came across. I'll take a walk over here. It is muddy down here, so keep in mind. Yeah, and you can see an old foundation here. And old pieces of foundation up there, and sidewalk. This probably was a town here at one time, coming along here. Yeah, the sidewalks on both sides. So, yeah, I'm thinking this was a town. Somewhere around here on the old highway is an old toll booth, or toll house. Actually, it's a house where you'd have to stop and pay a toll. And here's an old tree stump. Much old red brick. That must have been from one of the old structures that was here. Hopefully you get a better view of this bridge. And if I can, I'll zoom in and onto it and get some pictures. I just felt a raindrop. I hit some rain coming across Maryland out here too. That might be why this water's flowing now. It's from rain further upstream. But I think, like I said, I think it was 20 years ago the last time this bridge was visible. I'm not sure. Like I said, leave comments. Anyway, this is just a short video. And I know everyone who watches my channel wants to see projects on the Corvette and in the shop, but right now I don't have much going on, and I like traveling, so I hope you guys enjoyed that somehow and found it interesting. And I'm glad I came out here, because if we start getting a lot of rain, we may never see that bridge for another 20 years, which means I'll probably never see it. So hope everybody has a great day, and God bless.